dropping that knowledge on you.
I could not make this shit up.
With Kev Nash.
Oh, Hercules.
DJ Killer Kev.
Boss.
And Dizzle.
Uh-oh. Let me tell you, boys, you can't make that shit up.
The Inside. Real deal, straight up.
Are you crazy?
Hottest stories from the world of hip-hop.
This is Ludacris.
It's the Big Boss Rick Ross.
What up, it's your boy Young Jeezy. This is 50 Cent.
Sports.
Some of those dunks were the most incredible dunks I've ever seen.
And what's popping in the DYT.
I couldn't make this shit up. I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. I'm sad that I lack the talent to make this shit up.
Here's Kev Nash, DJ Killer Kev, and Dizzle.
You Can't Make This Up podcast, Kev Nash.
DJ Killer Kev.
Hey, Dizzle.
Episode
429, baby.
Yeah. Back to a Monday pod. So much has gone on in the world of entertainment, our lives, and sports. You know we got to check in with the squad before we get to the topics. Fellas, how was the week?
Dizzle?
Shit was good, man. Good week. It's been good vibes since the weather has broke, man. I feel like we've been getting 50s and 60s. Sun been out. Daylight savings is, I usually hate daylight savings. Like, why we gotta switch it up? You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep it what it is. But when it, works in the benefit where we get more daylight, it makes a little sense. But it feels good, man. Been outside, going to the park with the sun. Really just been going on walks and shit. Like, the weather's good. Niggas is back outside.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Actually took him swimming today. Like, it was pretty cool, man. Like, I almost just threw him in, dunked him in, and see what he was gonna do, but I couldn't do it. Just had him in there kicking and splashing, but it was cool. He's about to be 2, and we started.
How is that possible?
About to be 2, and we started doing like YMCA daycare a little bit, and that nigga is not with it, bruh. Like, I don't get no workout in at all. Like, we drop him off, and they'll text you if he like starts wilding. Nigga, I do maybe one good workout. 10 minutes later, they tell me to come get this nigga. So that has happened maybe the last 5 times, and today it was an older black lady that was there, and I'm like, please, and dropped him off, and I did about 4 or 5 workouts. I'm looking at my phone, checking my texts, and she was holding it down. Like, the nigga was screaming when I dropped him off, but shit, I got a good 35, 40-minute workout in, took him swimming afterwards. Shit was cool, man. So
that's I'm about to say that's one thing as an OG parent like myself. That's one thing I would recommend you fight through and keep doing, because you got to get these kids exposed to other kids. You got to get, they're going to have to go ahead and get that round of sniffles. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. It just helps build the immune system and make them better, man. So I promise you it's going to be a tough road. It's like anything else. Teach them how to ride a bike. Teach them how to do anything. It's going to take some time. So keep pushing through. That was my shit, though. When I was going to Bally's, I dropped both because mine was 14 months apart. So they'd be in there a while, and I tell the lady, like, man, get him something to draw. I'll be back. Like, hey, fight through. Keep holding it down.
Yeah. Like I said, the first maybe 5 times, it literally be right on the dot. 10 minutes, come get this nigga. I'm like, God damn. And then when I walk in there, he's wilding, screaming. Like, yeah. But nah, he was holding it down. She was like pushing him in the stroller and shit. I'm like, okay, you figured it out. He was chilling. So yeah, man, it's been family time, and like I said, it's almost that time, man. It's almost caboose season. It's almost cookout season.
I'm ready to push some shit.
Yeah, I'm over here looking at little grills. Got to get the grill back popping on the caboose, and need a new grill for the crib too. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Dope. You know, man, your son is my guy, man. I look forward to your stories, man. It's always an adventure. I saw you got the drum set.
Yeah.
Maniac out here. Like, man, you're a soldier, bro. You're a soldier, man, because them drums looked insane. And you was coaching them up on the hoop game, man. Like, you tapped in, man.
Yeah, he gonna be something happening. We gonna figure it out. Like, whatever he likes, we gonna push it, and definitely support whatever he's into. But yeah, at least for now, he getting these hoops. and all this music shit. Like I got him a little DJ board. He be on that shit. Shit is cool.
Dope.
That's
dope,
what's up.
dope.
Killer was popping.
Pretty much like Dizzle, man. I was outside this week, man. The sun was out. I went golfing twice.
Ooh.
Got on the golf course Tuesday and Wednesday. What else did I do? Oh shit! My middle child turned 16. Celebrated my fault. Celebrated a birthday. Shout out to my baby girl though. That's my baker / nail tech / same shit. Dizzle. Just threw her in shit until she found something she liked, and now the Amazon cart don't be empty. So keep pushing it. But man, just enjoyed my week, man. That's really what I did. Had some stressful weeks, and I needed some me time just to, get back right in that sunlight, outside doing what I like to do. That's right up my alley. So enjoyed the week. Got my taxes filed. That took a while. Really trying to
TurboTax? You do it yourself?
Yeah, well, the wife, yeah. But the issue was I really buckled down this year and kept track of the business. So a lot of the mileage and all that, just a lot of that shit I had to really get worked through. But got that shit done, and got a couple weddings coming up and parties coming up. So just trying to enjoy some of this daylight savings.
Yeah, you said the middle kid is 16. Have we started the?
She has not started yet. She is just starting to ask. My oldest though, she been driving herself to practice with my wife most days. She's been driving a couple days a week, so she got a permit and everything. My oldest, but she's ready to drive.
Question.
Yeah.
So last time I remember talking about this, y'all was on the curb, driving over somebody's Ring camera video. Like, y'all good now? How we looking?
She ain't allowed driving my shit right now, but after that was a little tough. But she's actually been doing good. Like she took about, I think it was maybe a week or two, and I could tell it was on her mind, and I didn't want her to have that complex. So we got back out there, started over, hit the cul-de-sacs, hit the neighborhood, worked our way back up to the street. But now she's handling these turns, and she's doing good. She's doing real good. So I think she needed that. She needed to experience the oops. Sometimes you got to experience a little oops.
Speaking of that, let's go ahead and tap in, man. Who taught y'all how to drive?
My story is funny. Myself. So my mother bought me my grandmother's old car, which was a 1986 Cadillac Cimarron, which is nothing but a Cavalier with a Cadillac symbol. But
I remember those.
That car was sitting outside of my house my entire senior year, and I just looked at it because I'm one of those people that graduated at 17. Couldn't afford driver's ed, all that stuff. So I literally took the car around. I had a circle plat. I took the car around a few times, and I also was the child that, being the only child, I would sit in the car and watch my mom drive, like foot brake, and I would kind of mimic her and just kind of be playing bored. All that came into play and really helped me out because the day I turned 18, I took my girlfriend's Mustang to Huber Heights, passed the written test on a fluke, and they said, you gotta go drive to do the driver portion. So I come back outside, I need your keys. She like, for what? I'm like, this driver portion. And she like, I never see you drive. I was like, you about to see today. So went through the driver's portion fine. Then I had to do them cones. The cones, I don't know how I did it. I got through it. But all this happened while my mom was at work on my 18th birthday. I came back home with my license on the table as she walked in the door. She said, what's that? I said, you know what that is. So I did it all on my own.
That's what's up, man.
I have my dad taught me for real. And his thing was, let me teach you on the highway. His thought was that the highway was easier than the regular streets, and I'm like, not at all. Nigga,
he started you at the level 10.
Yeah, like damn, these niggas ain't letting me merge. These big trucks got the car shaking. I'm like, nah, bro. Yeah, I got my shit at 16.
Okay. So I was one of them cats that got the temps at like 16 and rode them temps all the way till I was like 18 before I really got my license. So my mom was trying to teach me how to drive, but when I first started trying to learn how to drive, I was driving with like 2 feet,
Mm.
and my
man.
mom was spazzing out. And then so I started trying to learn with 1, and I just couldn't get it down or whatever. So I went back to 2, and she like yelled at me, and like it was like almost a crash because I got flustered or whatever. So then she was like, got my brothers like, you got to teach him how to drive. I can't do it. Mom's tapped out. She's like, I can't do it. So at the time, my brother had a blue Honda Accord stick shift, and this nigga tries to get me to learn how to drive stick. So where we live on the steep ass hill. So we're down at the very bottom of the hill. And he's like, all right, do this. And then if I don't know if y'all ever drove a clutcher before, but like when you make that noise, it's all bad. He was like, get out. Nope. Like, nigga, you're not about to burn out my clutch. I just got this shit repaired. There's no way. So we started practicing with my mom's car. And over time, I was able to catch on, get it little by little, until one day my mom was like, let's see what you got. And then I just was rolling. I was good ever since. So it took about, I don't know, maybe like 2 months. 2 months before
Hey, you
mom
still
was like,
drive a stick shift?
I never learned how to drive a stick
Oh,
shift.
okay.
That nigga kicked me out the car.
See, that's the difference between civilian life and military life, because at 19 years old, I got thrown in as the medic driver of the 5-ton that carried all of our supplies, and that was a stick shift. And I said, I never drove a stick before. And my sergeant said, welcome to the United States Army. They will fix anything. You burn this clutch out, guess what? You're going to have to fix it on Motor Pool Monday anyway. So we kind of worked on our own vehicles. So I burnt out a few clutches, had to work with the mechanics on fixing our shit. So I learned in the Army how to drive a stick.
I thought to you, man. Quality shit, man. You mentioned taxes. I go ahead and give my people at Arrowhead Tax Service a shout out. They've been holding me down, doing my taxes for a little while. Get them a call for that free estimate, 937-543-5770. That's the one and only shout out y'all get for free 99 over here. But as for my week, man, much like y'all, man, the weather was A1. It was A1 all the way up until the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Like that wind came through on Friday night and Saturday. It just turned a great week into a shitty weekend. Well, not shitty. It just wasn't popping. Like, had plans to, step out a little bit on Saturday, but just had a case of the blahs just sitting around the house because of the wind and the rain just messed it up. Watched a whole bunch of TV over the weekend, chilled out, did an event over at the casino for a selection show Sunday for March Madness, was over there. But yeah, man, getting out here, getting some sunlight, getting my steps in, everything like that. Just trying to be active since the weather, trying to make a change.
What you watching? Any new shows?
Yes. So we are watching Succession on HBO.
That's a good one.
Yeah. We are halfway through season 3, so we'll probably finish season 3 this week, and then probably be done with season 4 by next week. So once we power through that, we're gonna go. It's this other show on Apple TV. My boy Peanut was telling me about. I heard about it, but I never watched it.
Is good. Severance is real good. Yeah, it's got the finale this Friday, or no, season 2 finale.
Okay, I'll fucks with it. I love good TV, man. Like, I love a good movie, but it's something about a good series that keep you tapped in, especially get at least one episode in a day. I mean, weather is good, but shit, you still gotta come home.
Right.
Still gotta come to the crib. Well, shit, man, let's jump into it. Dizzle, what's popping in the world of sports?
Yeah, man. Let's get to this NBA talk, man. Playoffs is right around the corner. And LeBron is hurt, man. LeBron is out with a groin injury. He's been out last few games. Going to be out at least another week or so.
Is he though? Because he had a wide stance when the little old son won the state championship. He was out there, he was throwing them hips. So I don't know if he hurt that bad.
Hey, I think he in the hyper chamber, just gearing up. You know what I'm saying? Let that nigga marinate for a little bit. Be ready for the playoffs. But yeah, as long as the Lakers keep a playoff seed, don't sniff the play in. Just coast to the playoffs, and y'all will be just fine. But yeah, he's out 1 or 2 weeks, and since then, Stephen A has been on a tour. Basically, giving the backstory and all the commentary behind the whole confrontation with LeBron. Man, how do y'all feel about Stephen A. doing all this yapping?
I honestly ain't been keeping up with it. To be honest, I had to shut down some of that because I used to be the Sports Center every half hour 9 times through, and now it's like 1 or 2 and I'm out. So I'm starting my day, and I'll catch the sports when I catch them in the evening. So all that morning talk shit I've been missing.
Man, I was fucking with Stephen A. when he came out dressed like Martin and Nino Brown. I was feeling that, like the chain, blinged out. You could tell he lost some weight, you know what I'm saying? He's showing his cuss, he's showing his bills. Okay, I see you. He gives his side of the story on Gilbert Arena podcast and everything like that. Goes on another show, gives his opinions. It wasn't until he was on Fox News where I was like, all right, bro, you doing too much. I was even okay with him going on Skip Bayless podcast to talk about it. Like, you know, these are sports podcasts. These are podcasts that talk everything sports and heavily NBA. No problem with you speaking your mind over there. But when you go on Fox News and has nothing to do with Fox News necessarily themselves, but everything that Fox News represents and how they bash LeBron, you know, they're notorious for the shut up and dribble stuff, and, you know, LeBron, what has he really ever done for his people? He built a school. Like, they just bash LeBron for no reason at all that have absolutely nothing to do with basketball. So I wasn't feeling him there because you give those people light and you give those people the authority to question LeBron as a father or as an athlete, which is totally bogus. So, like I said, cool with him talking about it on the sports tip. When you go to Fox News to talk about it, you lose me there. Lose me there 100%.
Yeah. I think you hit the nail on the head because you know, viral moment, definitely going to capitalize off of it, talk about it on his show. I wasn't really sure why he was making his rounds when he already talked about it on his show, but they kept talking about it, brought it up on First Take again, like a lot of yapping, and I ain't like how he's saying it's weak because he changed his tone after I guess another video shows LeBron talking to Richard Jefferson about it, which either way it happened, you know what I'm saying? So don't change your tone now, but
yeah,
you know, days go on, it really ain't no big deal. It's just you know, something went viral and now he gotta speak on it.
Yeah. I was listening to Bomani Jones and Nick Wright. Bomani Jones has a podcast. Nick Wright's always on there and everything like that. Everybody know Nick Wright is a huge LeBron guy. And they were going back and forth, and I feel the exact same way as Bomani Jones. We do, as a people, have the right to judge how people are parenting their kids. Like, we've all been to Walmart, Target, the mall, where somebody's kid is just running around like a maniac. Hey, you're doing a bad job as a parent. What are you doing? Like, so like this whole question of, hey man, we don't have the right to question how people raise their kids. Yeah, we do. We do it every single day. So what makes LeBron James exempt from that? I just don't get it. Like I said before, the Stephen A. going on Fox News, can't fuck with it. Everything else, all right, man, go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What else we got? More injuries. De'Aaron Fox is out for the rest of the season. Is this them tanking for Coop?
Nah, I don't think so because they 33 and 33. They the 9 seed. They still got something to play for. It's too many other teams that's trying to tank like the 15 and 53 Jazz. So I think they would have a long way to go. I think it's just unfortunate because you get a new player like that on a new team, and you lose Wemby, you lose Fox. I mean, they're running the same play Dallas running. So just shoulda, coulda, woulda.
I have a hot take.
Uh-oh.
I think Coop is going to end up with OKC. They got a bazillion draft picks. They got more draft picks than anybody's ever had in the history of basketball.
I want to say if it's some team that if they fall out of the top 6, on draft that OKC could get the 7th pick from them. I think it's maybe even Dallas. There's a team out there that if it falls out of the top 6, the pick go to OKC.
So my prediction is they're going to trade $1 billion picks to whoever gets the first pick. Maybe it's the Wizards or whatever, and Chet for him. Because what we got to remember is what we talked about a couple episodes ago, SGA is about to get like a $400 million contract. Jalen Williams probably about to get like a $300 million contract.
Somebody got to go.
Somebody got to go because next up will be Chet. And you saw this happen to them before with Durant, Russ, and James Harden. You don't financially have the ability to pay all three. So you kind of reset the clock by getting a new young superstar on your team. So I think that's what they should do. I think that's what's going to happen. I think they're going to cough up like 10 picks and Chet to get the number 1. Prediction.
I like that. I do like that. I ain't even think about it like that because they do got hella picks, and ain't no point in just holding on to them when you got SGA MVP year, Jalen Williams balling out. Like they can win now. They really can win now. But we'll see how the Spurs pan out. We still got to see how De'Aaron Fox and Wemby look together. We only seen a couple of games before they got sidelined for the season.
Shouts out to Castle.
Yeah, he been balling. We got some Dwight Howard updates. He says he was the reason he was kicked off the Lakers was because he told LeBron James to get back on defense and stop acting like a biatch.
Bia.
Is this real news? This ain't Centel.
It's only real news because it's Dwight Howard, and this adds to the reason why people hate Dwight Howard. Like, dude, shut up. Shut up. Like, look, man, like I admit I'm probably harder on LeBron than most people. But he ain't got to get back on defense, nigga. That's your job. It's your job, nigga. My job is to do everything else like I've been doing for 20 plus years. If I don't get back on defense, whoop-de-fucking-do. Whoop-de-do.
Yeah. I'm with you 100%. I think that's all Dwight creating another story to be Dwight.
So. Yeah, and you wonder why you wasn't the top 75. Sometimes you do have to play the game, and you don't be playing the game, man, and you get left off all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I know one thing. Alex Lynn looking horrible out there. I'd rather take Dwight. Sign Dwight.
Did he just drop a 35 piece?
Man, Alex Lynn?
Oh, Alex Lynn. I'm thinking of Alex Sarr, the rookie.
No, Alex Lynn for the Lakers. Like man, get that nigga out of here.
Jackson Hayes, Cincinnati, out here getting all the TikTok. Their finals hopes rest on him.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about the Cavs, man. Cavs, they had a 16-game winning streak. They was going crazy. They still balling. But their winning streak has snapped. Who beat them? I missed it.
Orlando yesterday.
Okay.
Orlando beat them yesterday. Who had a terrible game? Mitchell had a bad game, and Evan Mobley didn't play. And it's nothing to be scared about. I mean, you won 16 straight games. Like, you're eventually going to lose the game. So I heard them talking about it on ESPN today in passing. Like, is this something to worry about? I mean, they went to 7 games with Orlando in the playoffs last year, and now they lose to them. I was like, they just won 16 straight games.
Right.
Crazy talk.
Beat a bunch of good teams. Still 56-11. 7.5 games over Boston, over the 2 seed. I think they're doing okay.
Okay. What else we got in the association? You talked about the Mavs, man. The injury bug hit them again. I think they lost Dante Exum. Most of their players is out for the season, out for a while. Like, so I guess I've never seen this. They're at risk of forfeiting games due to injuries in the NBA salary cap rules. Like, I've never seen this. Has this happened? Have y'all heard of this?
I've never seen this before. I never even heard of this. I had to actually read the whole article to try to get some understanding. I still couldn't understand it after reading it. The good part is Tanner Holden, who played at Wright State, plays on their G League team. So he's probably going to get called up here in April and play out the rest of the regular season because they just ain't got no players. So shout out to Tanner Holden, about to be officially in the NBA very soon.
Hey.
Yeah, the shit is crazy, man. It's crazy how
Raider
many
up,
people,
baby.
How many people they missing? It's a list, and they've been playing 8, they've been playing 9, they've been playing. I think they got down to 7 at one point. It's getting ugly.
Jizzle, you need to go down there for the tryouts, bruh.
Oh shit! Speaking of tryouts, man, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, man. Shout out to the LA Sparks, man. For the people, they are holding male tryouts to be on a practice squad. It's going down. Are y'all pulling up?
Nah, I'm straight. I'm straight. Cause
Have you seen their roster?
The thirst is gonna be.
They
crazy.
looking good this year. They looking good this year.
Literally.
Yeah, but I can't be out here getting crossed up by Casey Plum and others. Like nah, bro, I'm cool.
Rakia Jackson.
Yeah,
let me get the round of applause going. Cameron Brink, they looking good, man. They should be balling this year. But nah, that's I'm curious to see what it looks like. Cause I'm sure that somebody's gonna put it on social media what the tryouts is looking like, and if they really out there just thirsting, or if it's some real hoops going on. Should be dope,
so I was listening to Gilbert's podcast, and Lexi Brown, D Brown's daughter, used to play for the Sparks. She plays, I think, for Dallas now. And she was like, yeah, this has always been a thing, but like them having open trials is new. What they used to do was play the USC select team that plays with the women's team at USC to practice with them or whatever. It's like this holding tryouts is like there's gonna have to be some HR work going on before y'all let some of these people through. It's like because like we appreciate the new fans and everything like that, but we know why a lot of the new fans will be coming to the game, and we know why they want to get posted up by Cameron Brent and Rakia Jackson. Like, so the HR paperwork is about to be crazy work.
Yeah. Also I listened to Cheryl Miller on All the Smoke podcast, and she's talking about some of her 60, 50, 70, 105 point games in high school. And they talked about like when did it switch? And like she said, she was at school, came home one day, and Reggie was 6'7", blocking everything, and she had to fake the hammy and say, "Nah, I ain't playing no more," because she didn't want to lose because she used to dominate her brother. And it's like it reaches a point where the male just algorithm of advancement and athleticism. I mean, I get like, but you can't have these dogs. You can't have a whole bunch of real hoopers out there because they ain't gonna get no good practice. Like, so you gotta have. There's got to be some co-ed style basketball going on. So
yeah. Now shout out to them. Like I said, I'm waiting on the footage. The footage is gonna be funny if anything.
Hell yeah.
What else we got in the NBA? Steph Curry, man, got to give him more congratulations. Continuing to make history, reaching 4,000 threes and counting. How are we getting with this? Where we get to 5,000?
Man,
nah, he ain't gonna play that long.
Let me look. Let me look at
this rate.
He headed to the golf course.
Give him 5 more years. He hit another 1,000.
I'm trying to see something, man. How many threes has Steph hit in a season? Sorry, this is taking way too fucking long.
While you're looking, I thought this interesting. Curry got a 4-year, $215 million contract with the Warriors in 2022. He's set to earn over $178 million guaranteed over the next 3 seasons, and projected to be the first player to earn more than $60 million in a single season in the 26-27 season.
Nigga.
That's a little crazy.
Yeah, he hits about 500 a year, man.
So he might have that 5K up in there.
That's crazy. That's
a lot. I think you're on mute, Dizzle.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Nah, shout out to Steph, man. He definitely getting the 5K. And they making the playoffs. Warriors looking good. What is they like 15-1 since signing Jimmy
Butler effect.
Hey, that shit's happening. That shit's happening.
Shit. I didn't think it was going down. I know we talked about the signing or the trade to get him. I don't remember if we saw this happening.
As much
Not
as
like this.
we talk about the Cavs, I think OKC's on a 9 out of 10 game winning streak. So is the Warriors. The Warriors done won 9 out of 10 too, so they on their way.
Made themselves out of the play-in. They officially in the playoff bracket.
Mm-hmm.
Watch out.
Yeah. Last one for the association. Want to give a RIP. Former NBA player, the Big O Miller, passed away at the age of 54.
Yeah. Oliver Miller. Like, so I remember him when he played at Arkansas. So, like, them calling him Big O was new because they used to call him Oliver Pig Miller because Arkansas was the Hogs or whatever. So him and Todd Day, they made a run to like the Elite Eight or the Final Four back in the day. He was a big boy, but he was down there beasting, man. RIP.
Yeah, I found the stat when I saw this. I just was reading about because I remember I think I had the Toronto Raptors card. Like I had some Oliver Miller cards, and I went back to thinking how he was always kind of big, and I found the stat that he was well over 300 pounds throughout most of his pro career.
But imagine like the athleticism you have to be that size and play in the NBA. And like he would run the floor, he would be finishing, he would be dunking, like, and he wasn't like Shaq's height. Dude was only about like 6'9".
Yeah,
like, Shaq is 7'3". So like the athleticism is crazy.
Yeah.
RIP, man.
Rest in peace.
RIP. Got some other sports news. Myles Garrett signs a record-breaking $40 million per year extension, keeping him with the Cleveland Browns through 2030.
Big boy money.
These defensive ends is getting paid. There's quite a few out there that's getting a check, and it looks like the Bengals might be letting theirs go, and I'm so disappointed.
TJ Watt about to break the bank, and then Michael Parsons' deal is going to be like 50.
Max Cosby just broke the bank.
Yeah.
Garrett just broke the bank. Yeah, man.
We're going to talk about it. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins broke the bank. How we feeling, Killer?
Man, I wish we could have got all three. I really do. There's something about keeping those pieces together and building versus always every couple of years trying to plug in a new draft pick and blah, 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 blah. I'm happy we kept the 1 and the 2. That's important for the offense. We gotta get this
Who's
defense.
the 3?
It don't matter. You, me, it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter.
Oskovich, right? Oskovich.
Yeah. I think he'll be the one that will fill that void for now. I just hope that this don't lead down the path of we pricing out everybody and we fall apart in 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So everybody signing on the same year, the same kind. Like that's what's going to lead to another 3 or 4 years, another issue. So
definitely, but for the here and now, it's very good. I mean, I read a report where 44% of their salary cap is going to Burrow, Chase, and Higgins. You got to fill out the rest of the roster with that. Man, you about to be having cats that played at UD playing for y'all, bruh.
Yeah, for real. That's what I'm saying. The important piece, which is your role players, boy, they're gonna be 3 years, 4.2. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna be having nothing. So.
What else we got? Let's talk about your Steelers, man. DK Metcalf to the Steelers. Seahawks get a 2nd round pick. Does this matter?
Oh, it matters. It matters big time. We about to be lit. And I know we don't have a quarterback yet, but I ain't worried about that. What's up? What's up? Yeah, we got Mason back. Mason came back. Yeah, I'm good with that, to be perfectly honest. Like, the whole rumors about them signing Aaron Rodgers, for goodness sake, please don't do it, man. Like, we know what's going to happen, man. He's going to nuke the franchise, man, because that's what he does. And they talking about he want 45 M's.
But you ain't throwing for 300 yards in how long?
Man, 45 M's for somebody 42 years old. I know somebody 42 years old that can do exactly what he's doing if you paying him 20 M's. Like, don't do it. Like, it's not Aaron Rodgers of 2010, dude. It's Aaron Rodgers of 2025. Do not pay that man that type of money. Keep getting the roster intact. Spend that money elsewhere. I'm good with Mason Rudolph or a rookie quarterback.
Y'all about to draft dude from Ole Miss. That's my.
I hope not. I hope not.
That's what y'all about to get.
Jackson Dart, I'm Gucci. I'm Gucci. I'm Gucci on cats that play that goofy ass offense that Lane Kiffin run. I'm straight.
Right.
What else we got? Let's give a shout out to former Ohio State Buckeye NFL running back Eddie George, man. New head coach for Bowling Green.
Yeah.
Love it. Already got tickets on the way. Shouts out to my brother JG. He said, whatever game, just come on up. And he got me. So it's all good.
That's only what, 3-hour drive?
2.5, if that.
Like 2.5.
Yeah, that's the halfway point to Flint. So the Speedway right in front of Bowling Green University is where we usually meet up and do the switch off with the kids if the wife's mom is getting them or whatever. So I definitely have been in that area quite a bit. But I think this more so says, Ryan Day, boy, you saved your ass because this could have been you. this could have been you going to Bowling Green, sir. This could have been you.
That's facts.
Eddie George would have been on the ticket. So
hey, but we got it done. We had champ. Spring ball just kicked off today for the Buckeyes. 08.
Last one. Well, shit. Tiger Woods. Is it? Let me read this first. Okay. Yeah. Making sure he ain't on no BS. But he underwent surgery, man. So hopefully a speedy recovery. He had a ruptured Achilles tendon. Expected to make a full recovery. But yeah, man, shout out to Tiger. Hopefully he does make a full recovery. He getting up there in age, ain't he?
Yeah, he's 49, man. He'll be 50 years old this year. So I think a full recovery means he'll be able to play golf leisurely. I don't think he'll ever. I think that was it because that's a tough one. He was already, battling issues, battling surgeries, multiple back surgeries. Now you got an Achilles. You 50. I mean, you got that LeBron doctor, so I'm sure you can finagle a couple tournaments here and there. But as far as running the play all year long, I think you're gonna see Tiger making appearances at the Masters, making an appearance at the Jack's tournament in Columbus, but not year after year after year. It's over.
Yeah, man, I can remember when everybody thought it was a foregone conclusion that he was gonna break Nicholson's record for the most Grand Slams. Obviously, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I think that's over. I mean, as good of a career Tiger had, I think he won't have the all-time records, but like his weeks at number one will never be touched. You have to play 15 years and week after week be that guy, and he did that shit for I think 9 or 10 years straight. So yeah, I think he'll definitely be one of the faves, but them records that he thought he was gonna get. Nah, you're gonna be number 2 on the list, sir.
Yes, sir.
Speedy recovery to the GOAT, man.
Yes, sir.
And shit, last one. It ain't on the list, but shoot, we got March Madness. March Madness is happening, man.
Yeah.
I ain't watched the lick of college basketball all year, but I'ma still make a bracket. Who you got, Kev? I know you've been watching.
I know. So
honestly,
I need this.
So I have not. So I said this on the selection show Sunday. That I haven't watched a lot because the team that I follow the closest, Syracuse, they suck. My second team, Wright State, they suck. My third team, Ohio State, they suck. My fourth team, UD, they decided to start stinking. So it just wasn't a good year for me to be totally tapped in on college basketball. But I will roll with the Don, Rick Pitino, and St. John's to win it. That's who I'm rolling with. The defense is legit. So I got
Florida.
Okay.
I got Florida.
And I got St. John's and Houston meeting in the final with St. John's winning.
I got to shout out Wayne Grad, Juan Cranford, plays for St. Francis. They playing in the first 4 tomorrow. Today's his birthday. Shouts to him. Dope. So that's a dope homecoming to play in your first NCAA tournament.
At the crib.
And with your parents, everybody, your friends, your family, like that's super dope to be able to experience that. So, shouts to him and good luck to them tomorrow in that first 4 tournament.
Yeah. So, Killer, you say you got Florida and you got St. who? St. who?
I got St. John's. St. John's.
Shit, let me put on wax. I got Duke, man. Cooper Flag gonna turn up for the one time.
North Carolina playing. Yeah, I'm about to say North Carolina playing at the first 4 too, or at UDD. So that's that's a shocker in itself.
I gotta check out the women's. I think I know more of the women names, honestly.
I do.
Facts. I've watched more women's college basketball this year than I have men's by far.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get me the women's bracket going. Paige gonna be going crazy. I already know USC going crazy. I gotta check out Notre Dame because I know they going. And we ain't even talk about South Carolina. I know Don Staley got a chip on her shoulder because she ain't get the 1 seed. Like it's about to be up.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one to watch.
Here for it all. Here for it all.
Yeah, man. That's all I got for sports.
That's what's up. Appreciate you, bruv. Killer, what's popping in the world of entertainment?
Diddy update.
Oh man.
So apparently, Odell Beckham and Druski have been named as defendants in Ashley Parham's amended lawsuit against Diddy, where both face accusations of that R word. So sounds like some names that we know, some names that's hot, some names that was hot. They was they was partying with Diddy too. So it's gonna be a lot of this. It's gonna be a lot of names that we know that's gonna be added into this. And I also heard that Mace is dropping an album on the first day of the court. So I think that's gonna be a funny get back too.
We don't want to hear that,
right?
We don't want.
We're gonna hear more about this. OBJ and Druski, they already came out with their Instagram kind of statement saying that this is false. They're denying it completely. Druski was like, I wasn't even famous enough back then to even get to a Diddy party, so that's false. So we're gonna see.
We seen the video with Druski in there, and then the Diddy come in, and he got the alcohol, trying to act like he wasn't supposed to have. Like you was there, Nick. You was there.
It's real in the field. Good luck.
Let's get this out the way. Universal Music Group has filed a scathing motion to dismiss Drake's New York lawsuit against them for promoting Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us, claiming that Drake lost a rap battle that he provoked and in which he willingly participated in. And instead of accepting the loss like the unbothered rap artist he often claims to be, he has sued his own record label in a misguided attempt to salvage his wounds. Plaintiff's complaint is utterly without merit and should be dismissed with prejudice.
I see dead people. It won't go away.
Mustard on the beat. Yeah, man.
Goodness gracious.
This is, and I think I called this. I said this. He lost the rap battle and called the police. And by him doing that, this has led down a path that he is trying to salvage his wounds, trying to get some kind of one up on something. And it's just going to be, it make it look like nobody is going to want to fuck with you because how shameful this is. So it's just looking bad for the once king of the music world, for real.
Yeah, man. And what makes it bad is he actually got a hit record on his hands with the Give Me a Hug joint, but it's getting overshadowed by, I mean, the clap back by Universal Music Group is just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck, Aubrey. Good luck, man.
Yeah, man. Moving on, man. Something that happened in our home state. 3 people were injured after shots rang out during a bootsy performance at an Akron, Ohio bar, 19 News reported. The shots happened around 2 a.m. at the Fieldhouse Lounge on Monday, March 10th. 2 victims, ages 18 and 36, was transported to an area hospital in critical condition. Another victim, 25, later showed up to the hospital with a graze wound.
Shots out the Webby, man.
So I have a question. Have any of y'all ever been out and about and shots rang?
Yes. Unfortunately, too many times.
Yeah.
Too many times.
Too many times.
I have a scary one that I was DJing in Club Heat in Huber Heights when that was around. And they was bringing people and something happened outside. Well, shots came through the club, and one of the shots was high in the window. And if you look at that line of the shot, I don't know if you remember how Club Heat was, but it was right in line with the DJ booth. DJing that night. And it was just one of those things where you kind of look and kind of evaluate the whole shit. Like, damn, I was kind of lucky because that shit went right over my head, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So definitely.
Most of my stories have happened like either it was the high school parties or just like right after high school.
Yeah.
It was the party would always just get shot up for some reason. That's how the party would end. Like that,
Yes.
it was a couple of joints where it was like you already knew you got to get out early, get out of that bitch. You already see who outside. You already see the shit brewing. So
Yes.
That's the time and space where the YNs think they all over the place and they think they got it going. They think they men out here, whatever. And that's
parking lot pimping.
Yeah, that's that happens.
Yeah.
I don't miss them days.
Nah, yeah, man. I got to the point where I realized, like, all right, man, 9 times out of 10, the shots start flying about 2:30. We should leave at 1:30. 1:30 seems good.
Yeah,
if you ain't made it happen between 11 and 1:30, it ain't gonna happen for you, G. So
yeah,
you either in the car as I'm leaving, or you finding another way home.
Right.
Good luck.
That part. So let's see what we got. Jello. Shouts to Jello, man. Performed at Rolling Loud. Got that thing turned up. Him and Glow.
He's gotta get to the point where the beat drops sooner.
Nah, he leave that space for us DJs to do our thing. He gave us that intro to, hype it up for him. But
talk your shit.
He got a new one with Glow. Can you please? Is that gonna be another hit?
I fuck with it.
I believe so.
I fuck with it as well. I fuck with it as well. I think Jello found a career path. I think we on the way to something that people like.
Cause we don't got a lot of just party music that's that tempo, you know what I'm saying? Like and it got a different sound to it for real. Like he got his own lane and he sound like he got another one. He was performing some new unreleased shit, sound good. He still got one in the chamber. I heard a song he did on Boy Max stream that sounded alright. So yeah, he got something. He said he got an album coming soon.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Jello, man.
So this one was a shocker, man. George Clinton. George Clinton got songs like A Tommy Dog, One Nation Under the Groove. He's been around for a minute. He has filed a $100 million copyright lawsuit against former business partner Armin Boladian and his Bridgepoint Music Company, alleging that Boladian fraudulently obtained copyrights to approximately 90% of his catalog. Shots for the Q's.
Hey.
But yeah, man, I mean, somebody like that, George Clinton, to have to deal with that, man, is sad. It shows how fucked up this industry has been for a long time. I heard Prince talk about $20 million Mariah Carey, contract that she signed, and he was on like Jay Leno talking about they was like, what's wrong with that? And he was like, well, let's break it down.
Right.
If I sell a record for $18 and I get half, that's 9. I sell $1 million, that's 10 million roughly. I sell 2 million, that's 20 million. It goes up to where I'm selling 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 million. Now that money going to them, and they making all that money off that 20 million they gave you. So it just shows how crazy it's been. It sounds like Mr. Clinton himself is dealing with the same shit. Just people taking money that was rightfully his. So
yeah, man, he's up there in age as well. He's I want to say like 81, 82 years old. So you know what I'm saying? Not only he's not looking for the money for himself, he's looking to, take care of, his loved ones when he's no longer with us and stuff like that. So this is important, man. This is super important.
Hell yeah. So hopefully he get that straightened out. One of our favorite shows of all time, Snowfall.
Hey.
They got a spinoff, Dizzle. They got a spinoff. We got Wanda. I know y'all remember Wanda. And we got Leon. They was in Africa.
Lil Lee.
Doing they thug Dizzle.
Kick his head like a football.
Getting their life right. They got a pilot with FX that looks like it's happening. So most spinoffs I don't be here for. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I think Raising Cane's might even be back on. I haven't watched the episode yet.
Yes, it's back. It's back.
I gotta get back on that, but it's something about like when a show reaches a certain point and then leaves and then tries to do the spinoff thing, that makes me not want to watch it. Like I don't want to see what else they're doing. Like that shit was classic. I want to leave, that where it's at. So I will watch an episode, but I don't know how invested I'm gonna be.
I'm gonna definitely give it a chance, man. Snowfall is definitely my top 5 of all time. So just off the strength of that, I'm gonna have to give it a shot because I want to. What story do they have to tell? Like, are they gonna push it 5 years in the future, 10 years? Like, where are we going with this? Are we picking right up from where the last episode went off? Because I'm all for that to see how that shake out. Because it's some story to be told, and if they do it right, there's always room for more drug TV shows. So
I would normally agree with everything you saying, but a big piece for me is the reason why we love Snowfall was one of the late greats, Mr. John Singleton, was involved in that directing, and with he not being around to be able to direct this, I just don't know how much I'm going to like it like I did Snowfall. So. But it gives a shot for somebody else to, make a name for them. So we'll see.
Yeah, I would definitely give it a shot. But like, I'm a person that believes in remakes and spinoffs, because guess what? Your original property, if that's great, and the new one is whack, I ain't gotta watch it. So you can give it a shot. If it's whack, then I just tap out.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but you'll be surprised how many of our favorite shows are spinoffs. Like Family Matters, Urkel, that's a spinoff show.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously A Different World, spinoff of The Cosby Show. Frasier was a spinoff of Cheers. Like, it's a million different spinoffs out there that we just probably don't even think about because they end up being iconic shows. But I'm here for it. Let's give it a shot. If it's great, we'll be reviewing it on the pod. If it's whack, we will.
Right. Y'all liked Better Call Saul, and I didn't. So
I fucks with it, man.
Yeah.
I never finished it.
Oh, you never finished? Man, the last season was amazing.
Yeah,
last season was on point. The first season and last season was great. Middle was a little, but the last season. Whew.
So last thing I got is Complex ranked the most powerful hip hop streamers right now. I ain't gonna lie. My young guy, Kai Sanai, he been having me tuned in over the last 12 months a little more than I ever thought I would be.
Mm-hmm.
I actually fucks with him. He's pretty cool. He's number 1 on the list. I'm going to mention some of these names probably. Plaque Boy, Max, Not Hip, DJ Academics. I know who he is, but I don't watch nothing he do. Evan Ross, I see him playing poker with dude from UFC more than anything else. He is... Zayas and B-Lo, I've never heard of. DDG, I've seen a little bit, but Neon, never heard of. Your Rage, never heard of. The loop comes to the streamers. I'm not the loop.
So, Killer, I challenge you to just ask your children if they know who these names are.
Oh, without a doubt.
They know all of them?
Because I was watching the Kai Cenat post Grammy whatever thing one day, and my daughter walked in here like, "Why are you watching?" Like, she had an attitude. Like, "Why are you watching?"
That's my
people.
shit.
Yeah, that's my people. Why are you watching my people? Like,
yeah. So, I know a couple of these names.
The R&B Money podcast, Dad.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
Nah, let's look. All right, Plaque Boy Max. I watched a few of his streams. He's the one that records the artist coming in. They'll make a song from scratch, and then he's recording the whole process of them cooking up the beat, going in the studio. And he's had Wiz Khalifa come on. He was killing it. He was the one where they what's it called, Lil TJ, and the other rapper was smoking in his Airbnb. Y'all might have seen that video of him telling him not to smoke. Okay.
Yeah, I have seen that. Yeah. That's all I have for entertainment.
Salute to those dudes, man. Keep getting that money. Quick hitters before we slide up out of here. Just two, we'll say the best for last. Disappointing news for all our travelers out there. Southwest is ending bags fly for free policy, something that's been going on for the last 54 years. Sad day for travel people out there.
Yeah. Some of the like flight decisions you would make depending on how far you're going, how far the flight is, who can I finagle this out of the cheapest. Some of those days is gone. I think it's just everybody is just gonna be maxed out, and you might as well Pay for the Delta Comfort to get you a drink.
That's facts. Especially when they fighting on the Allegiant flights, like unless you're ready to squabble, you might as well pay for the Delta.
Squabble.
Yeah, sad day, man. Southwest was one of those flights, man.
Hell yeah.
Definitely would have had to duke it out for the seats. They was doing the ones where it's just open seating. Nigga, get on here and find a spot.
Yeah,
So,
like it's the bus.
Right.
Man.
God damn.
Could you imagine how many people are gonna be lying trying to get in that first group? Trying to get that seat.
Yeah. Sad day.
Indeed. All right. The big topic people have been, we seen North Carolina State jump in the chat talking about ACC. So
that's NC State.
my bad.
Yeah, NC State tuned in.
Okay, NC State. Yeah, he jumped in the chat.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. Dizzle, you were well on your way.
Oh yes.
You were well on your way.
We gotta talk about it.
To a third national championship game appearance. Well, not appearance, but trying to go for your third in a row with LSU. But you ran into a buzzsaw, and I was utterly surprised. Talk about it.
Shit, man. My guys, we can't, like you said, Pitt was on a mission. Pitt was on a mission. The game started out pretty bad. Pick 6. Well, no, let me back it up. The game started out good. First kickoff to the house. 7-0. Yeah, 7-0 real quick. So I'm like, okay, feeling good. He comes down, next possession, slow burn me, bro. I think it was like 11 or 12 plays, 5-minute drive. Took the whole quarter away. I'm like, okay. Come back around. Pick 6. Fuck. All right. Second possession. It's 14-7. I'm down. Another pick 6. All right. I'm starting to scratch my head. I'm like, all right, damn. I couldn't stop his defense. He was just getting in too quick. He was doing the mid blitz. I couldn't stop that. I'm trying to throw it out quick. Another pick. All right, damn. This nigga got me. I was getting cooked, man. And he went on to win the championship.
What a game last night. What a game.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the guy I was rooting for lost. My brother, 4th and goal with 1 second on the clock. Threw it to the running back out the backfield. I had the shit up on the big screen TV. I'm watching that shit like it's a real game. And I'm like, nigga, I'm surprised the wife will have like video of me pointing to where he's going to throw the ball. I was like, dude, you're outnumbered to the right. You're outnumbered. He's throwing it to the running back. And he hiked it. Touchdown.
Wide
game
open.
Time. Walk off.
Nah, it was a good one. It was clutch too, because he ain't have to do that. He could have kicked a field goal, took it into overtime. Yeah, I was yelling. I'm watching my phone. My wife heard me. I'm like, oh shit, he going for it. I yelled it out loud. She's like, what are you doing? Like, nah, I get real. I really be watching that shit like a real game for real. Put it on a big screen.
Hell yeah. But Coach Dizzle, you are leaving Baton Rouge and you're taking your talents down to the Houston Cougars. What prompted that decision?
So the plan was to three-peat and then leave, but that didn't happen. I saw the offer out there. Houston looks like a good opportunity to, build up and take my championship pedigree and do it over there. So that's why I'm looking for a chip for Houston. Yes, Killer.
It can't only be winning that gets your team better. So what do you do to make your team better throughout the season?
Winning.
You gotta win your games, and then recruits will want to go to your school. Like your school grade will get better from winning games. So right now I'm unranked and I basically plan on just trying to go undefeated with my 3 stars. Like my team is not as good, nowhere near as good.
But being that y'all on just let's say season 10. Being that you're on
season 10
and you as a coach has gotten an offer to go somewhere else, does that is it like trading Ryan Day to Houston and now Ryan Day's name is going to bring players to Houston because you have won? Okay.
So I still got my coach prestige. My coach prestige is an A+. So I'm bringing that.
People want to play for you. So
exactly. Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this nigga already got a couple 5 stars I was going after. I was like, well, goddamn, this nigga showed up and just took the niggas I was gonna get because I was gonna because Houston will always be on the board for schools or for guys that I'm going after, but then I mollywop them and then they come to my schools. Like, all right, now I got to deal with this nigga in my conference again. So once again, it's on. So no, I'm looking to rebound. Last year was not a good season for us down there at TCU, but it's on and popping, man. It's on and popping. The chat
You missed the
crazy.
playoffs.
Missed the playoffs, bro. I lost all 3 user games. So I lost to who I lose to? I lost to my brother. My brother blew me the fuck out. I lost to Michigan State by 3, and then I lost to Arizona State by 3 as well. So once I lost to Arizona State, that knocked me out of the Big 12 championship game. So once that happened, I was like, all right, it's over. I started pulling dudes. I was like, all right, freshmen, y'all get to play because season's basically over.
Yeah. We got a question from the chat, man. Kev, I think this one's for you. You the movie guy. How many movies have you watched this year so far?
So last year I watched 53 movies last year. This year I've only watched like 6 movies this year. Not a lot. Saw Captain America in theater. So I watched a couple new movies on Netflix, nothing major, but no, I really haven't been in my movie bag quite yet. Been watching Succession, trying to power through that. Then there's a couple other shows I want to knock out before I get really into my movie bag, because watching all those movies last year, I fell back on my TV shows. So like this year's about my TV shows.
And that's hard for me to do this time of year, is to watch any TV, because if I can be outside to 8 o'clock and going towards 9 o'clock again, I'm trying to find something to do in that lane. So TV watching comes
when outside for real.
TV comes on when basketball wraps up and baseball is all we got left. that's when I start getting into these movies.
I feel you. Well, there it is, another episode of You Can't Make This Up podcast. Kev Nash,
DJ Killer Kev,
hey Dizzle.
We out to next week.
Peace.